What a run Crystal Palace are on at the moment, unbeaten in 14 games in all competitions, including a very impressive 3-0 victory over Aston Villa just before the international break. It included a goal for their captain Marc Guehi. We thought it might be his final act in a Crystal Palace shirt, but the captain is still there, much to Glasner's delight.
Oliver, great to see you. Marc Guehi, still a Crystal Palace player. As far as you're concerned, how did things play out on deadline day?
It's good. And I think it's the last time I want to talk about it. And I think, but especially the Crystal Palace fans deserve to hear how it really was. About so many things were written and told. So number one, I never threatened to leave the club, never. And the second thing is, so at the end, after many discussions, it was the chairman asked me, Oliver, do you think we can manage the season when we sell Marc? And I said, Steve, honestly, I think we can't manage it in a short term. Yeah? If we buy a 19-year-old fantastic player with about 1,000 minutes in the Ligue 1 and selling our captain with about 15,000 minutes in the Premier League. I think we can't manage it short term, and if then we have 3 centre-backs, and with our schedule, and if we have an injury in the back 3, I think it's very, very risky. If you want this scenario, this scenery for Crystal Palace, and you are fine with it, sell Marc. If you don't want to have this for Crystal Palace, then we have to keep him. And then he decided we keep him. So big credit to the chairman. So there was no, I didn't have to threaten anybody. There was no bad or no tensions between the chairman and myself. It was really just a discussion about sports. And he decided, big credit that he decided against the money and for the sporting perspective of Crystal Palace. So again, big credit to the chairman, and at least the same big credit to Marc, who handled it very well. So we talked on deadline day, we talked the day after deadline day when he was already in the England camp, and were always very honest talks, the same like before. And he arrived then, and everybody could see how he played for England, that he's 100% focused. The same here. Then it was written he steps back as a captain. Nothing true. He will be our captain as long as he is here, because he's just such a great player and such a great personality. And so much noise, and at the end, the truth is what I told you now. And I think that Crystal Palace fans deserve to know it, and this is how it is.
You previously said a suitable replacement. Are you surprised that the club weren't able to find somebody, as difficult as it is to find somebody to replace Marc Guehi?
I think it's, especially in the last 2-3 days, it's not possible. Again, every team has its squad, and then if we get a new player in, also they have to react and buy another player, because every club wants to be competitive on, or has its goals and want to achieve them, and it was just wasn't possible at the end. And before, we could talk about many reasons why it didn't happen, but at the end it was on deadline day, how I told you, and I think now we should close the book of transfer window. It was open long enough. We could read many things, and the most important thing is that there was a happy ending.